Okay, YouTube, so today I did a little bit of custom engine work. So on the Ford Ranger, this is an '03 Ford Ranger, 3-liter engine, 2-wheel drive, extended cab, but it originally had this guy on it, and this little air filter here. And it was good at the time. It worked pretty well, I will give it that. But it did have some flaws. For instance, this thing had a crap ton of air limit, and it got dirty so fast. I'm in Texas here, so we have a lot of, near where I drive, we have a lot of dirt and crap in the air. And on top of that, we just had a big fire, so all the ash came through. This is about maybe a month old. So anybody that knows anything about working on cars, it's pretty dirty for a month's filter. There's bugs in here and all sorts of crap. But instead of saving myself some money in the long run, I decided I was going to put one of these filters on. It's a Spectre brand. I don't know if I pronounce that. S-P-E-C-T-R-E. Really cool filters. Got it at Advanced Auto Parts. I went to AutoZone and the guy said that I had to buy a piece that was about $300. And a little tip for that one is, if you're going to go to AutoZone and if you go to any mechanic's place and say, hey, I need a new air intake, they're going to suspect you mean you need this entire hose. Now, something I like to point out, what the guy told me is he was going to give me an entirely new hose that was around $289, and it was the new part of this. Trouble with that hose is it didn't come with the air limiter, and it didn't come with there was no seal for it, so the hose was directly connected to this. You couldn't put the computer airflow on, or whatever the hell that is, computer stuff. And on top of that, I noticed this little tube coming out of the side here, and on top of that was not an option coming out of the tube they would have sold me. So I said, well, before I go and invest my money in something like this, I think I'll go see what I can do. And for around $30, including the filter and part and a rubber seal from Home Depot, or a rubber gasket, it worked out extremely well. I've noticed a increase in power and idle. For anybody that has an old Ford Ranger, it kind of has a dimming idle and it sounds kind of slow and reary. But this one, it sounds really cool, and it actually sounds like an engine for once. No offense to the Ranger, but so I put some wire on here just to keep it secure. That's the only thing that's kind of get-a-rigged about it. But that's just for now. Later on, I'll probably get a new holder or make one. So what I did was, at AutoZone, and personally I prefer Advanced Auto Parts. Every time I go there, they're great, they're awesome business people. But I do recommend Advanced Auto Parts. And you'll note here, there's a little plastic, I think this is an intake. And normally what this is for is this would mount to your front of your vehicle right here. So it would mount in here. It's basically taking the place of this tube right here. Which is basically just a noise limiter, but it's taking the place of this tube. And so you're going to have to do, especially if you're working on a Ranger, you're going to have to take the holes and you're going to have to drill them out a little bit bigger, because you obviously need to get the bolts in. So I drilled mine out with a pretty big drill bit, not too big, but so that was the original hole size. That's what I drilled it out to. And then the original hole size was the tiny one. So that was pretty small. So bigger bolts, and but I customly fit the intake to it, and I put the seal on. It will work without the seal, but the seal's there just in case anything was to happen. I didn't want to take a risk of dust getting in my engine. And on top of this, there's a little gap between these two right here, unless if you don't put the seal on. So I went ahead and put that on. And but anyways, it's a great little technique I found This is one of the, if you're going to get this, get the, there is a filter that comes with everything on it. Ooh, thunder. This is a storm. But this is the filter it comes with. It's Speed by Spec. I can't even sound that last thing. Last time I checked, this is German. But so this is what it is. It's multiple parts. Now they do sell individual parts that you'll see just maybe a 3-inch, 3.5, or a 4-inch. But I went ahead and got the different ones because I had no idea what was going to work. And the other ones do not come with metal, what's it called? Metal gaskets, or the screw seals. So if you're going to do this, go with the compatibility one, even if including, and that helps if you're going to, in the future, mount it a different way. But it comes with this guy. Normally they don't. But as for that, I'll turn the engine on. You guys can hear it go. And we'll see what happens. Get that locked here. Custom floor thing. So it's a lot. It doesn't idle as bad as it used to. So it's really good on that now. And you can really hear it. You would never hear that kind of sound on a regular filter. So, yep, everything's running pretty smooth now. Computer's taking over and it's telling the engine what to do, so it's kind of dying down because of that. But, so, all in all, great little investment, and if anything was to happen, you're not destroying or modifying the main case, so you are able to put all the parts back together, which is really cool about that. Otherwise I wouldn't have done this if I had to modify this case, because those can be pretty expensive. If you are thinking about selling the truck, however, or if it is under warranty, they won't cover any air intake whatsoever. I've talked to dealerships about this. Unless that is on, the warranty is void. It doesn't matter if it's supposed to be on there, or if they sell a part that's specifically for the Ranger. You cannot sell it, or legally sell it anyway, or have the warranty still good if you put this kind of filter on it. But once again, even if you were to put an entirely new hose on there that fit all those parts I was recently mentioning, you probably still would have a warranty problem there. If it did. This is an 03, so obviously it doesn't. But, so that's about it. If you guys are going to try this, good luck, be safe, and see you later.